ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I hope you're having a kick-ass time. I just watched a pretty good, a really good, really good AEW. Good, good premiere, good stuff. Matt Hardy, not being the exalted one. Surprise, surprise. It was old Luke Harper, a.k.a. Brody Lee, and such. So it's nice to see the, people coming in. It's new stuff. Matt Hardy being the next member of the Elite going in blood guts. Personally, I wish they could, move that stuff, move that stuff to the Hardy compound. In fact, I got a tweet that says move all AEW to the Hardy compound. It says, hell, move WrestleMania there while you're at it. Actually, I wouldn't mind that. I would not mind seeing, I would not mind seeing that type of stuff at the Hardy compound. It's just like it would be so surreal. But you know what? The best broken stuff, the Impact stuff, was the best in the Hardy compound. It was brilliant. It was great. It was just amazing. It is, just hopefully they could do some more stuff. Even with all this whole COVID-19 stuff is going on and everything. My hope is that we just get back to a more normal stuff, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. That's the hope, ladies and gentlemen. And I have that hope. And I think we're going to be, personally, I think we'll all be just fine. Just, hopefully we practice good hygiene, practicing social distancing. I can't speak. What is wrong with me? Why can't I speak in my usual voice, my usual tone of voice? Because I am a great speaker. I am great. Just sitting back, make sure everything is, want to make sure that I, want to make sure everyone's doing some good stuff here. Just making sure everything's working. Audacity is working well. And by the way, if you're not hearing me live, there's all places, youtube.com/DukecT, mainexpression.com, freelancenetwork.com. I need to post my videos up there more often. I keep forgetting. I need to be more on ball on that. Also, you can find me on Podbean, iTunes, and wherever and ever and such. And the downloads keep happening. I, again, humbled that I get at least, anyone download my stuff. Again, thank you for listening. Thank you so much for just being there with me, Dukect. Anyway, speaking of all this other stuff that's going on, and let's talk about WrestleMania. Looks like WrestleMania is not only going on, but it's going to be a 2-night event. And it's going to be hosted by the new signee, Rob Gronkowski. The poet didn't even know it. And I know people are pissed off that Rob Gronkowski. I'm like, people are mad that he's going to. I'm like, do you know the history of wrestling? Do y'all know anything about history about football players and pro wrestling, how they easily just sync up to, how they are synced up and got really good athletic, in pro wrestling and such? It's amazing how people forget about that stuff. I mean, I know people on the online don't like Bill Goldberg or whatever, but dude was a former offensive lineman and such, There are so many great wrestlers that have been in football. John Cena, Roman Reigns, Ernie Ladd, all this stuff. Ron Simmons. I can keep going over and over again. To just say, more often than not, football players have made the jump to pro wrestling, and they pretty much did a really good job. I mean, y'all need to calm down, man. Seriously. Everyone just getting mad on that stuff, man. Just be mad for being mad. I don't get it. Gosh. Let's see what. Okay, but yeah, on the wheel. WrestleMania being a 2-night event, which is technically not true. It was a 2-night event last year. It started on Sunday. 8 hours later, it ended on Monday. It was a 2-night event last year. I'm not being sugarcoating. That was a 2-night event. And people are like, oh, they didn't mean that. Yeah. When you have a show that lasts for that long and it was over, when it was basically everyone trying to get out of the arena, was a complete dumpster fire, they had to do this. Or, which in my personal opinion, what they should do is to maybe not have every goddamn guy, gal in WrestleMania. I know you want to have a WrestleMania page. I get it. I know. It's, personally, I get it. I want to see, there's some people on the roster you want to see get their payday, have their big time and the big spotlight. And, I don't want to begrudge them. And that's what it is. And I'm about to begrudge them anyway. But it just, I'm tired of I'm just tired of seeing, I'm just tired of just being in, this whole mode of WrestleMania has to be over 5,000 wrestlers every single time, every single hour on the hour. It's like just they fit everybody in, and the matches mean completely nothing, and the crowd doesn't care. And quite honestly, as much as I think the WrestleMania main event was historic and it was pretty good in some parts and such, honestly, I would say the real main event of WrestleMania was Kofi versus Daniel Bryan. I said it, and I think a lot of people will agree with me because it felt like there was a story there. The crowd was invested. Every moment in that match, seriously, I can watch that match right now, and I'm like, this is great. If I was at that show, I would have left. There is actually no point of watching that anymore. I would have rolled out. There's no real point of staying in that, watching that match watching that match. After WrestleMania, there's no point of watching anything else because everything, the emotional high, the everything. The story was being told. The emotional high of Kofi Kingston finally getting the big one. And I know, he never draw. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. But for that one moment, that great moment, Kofi, 11 years, and he winning the WWE Championship after so long. You can't tell me if that was any other year of WrestleMania, that would not. Do you tell me that would not be the main event? Are you telling me that would not be the main event of any WrestleMania? If you lie, you can't lie about that. No, that WrestleMania moment, it was everything. And I don't want to throw crap on Ronda, Becky, and Charlotte. They did their best, but that crowd was out of it. They were tired. They wanted to leave. It was a great moment to have Becky to be Becky 2 bouts. That was a great moment. But when you have when the crowd is so tired, when it just felt, I think Michael Cole was just like he had like lemons in his, had to drink some lemon juice or something to keep his throat all active and such. He couldn't even talk no more. But that's when you have to stop. I mean, why is Batista versus Triple H a 30-minute match? I thought that match was fine. I wish the match could have gone. If it was 5-10 minutes shorter, it would have been better. But, gosh, that match should not have took place. That match should now be able to take place, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just, goodness gracious. I'm just, goodness. I'm just, I was just tired of WrestleMania. I did a review of it. In fact, I believe we skipped over on our review, by the way, really good stuff. Me, Writer's Block, and Rowdy C, we did a great job, even though technology, everything crapped out on us. My internet crapped out on us, and again, we got only an hour, 2 hours in. It was, and such, but we did it. It was so long. That WrestleMania was it, it was too long of a show. It was long. It was just it was long and tedious, and I hate that. WrestleMania should not be long and tedious. It should be the culmination of the event. It should be a 4-hour culmination of storylines and build up to those build up and the culmination of those storylines. All the storylines and such. Not all, but there's probably some that start after and everything. But the important stuff. But yeah, WrestleMania being in 2 nights, I'm sure I'm happy about that. But it just seems like it's another a way of not really addressing the main issue, and that main issue is not having good enough stories and memorable moment for the wrestlers and such. And I wish there was some more stuff to it. I wish there was going to be that big moment for wrestlers to have the main events. The main event of one, WrestleMania, should not be like, should not have the crowd being tired. The crowd should not be like going to like, exhausted emotionally and just physically spent by everything else. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that is just old Duke saying this stuff right there. But that's just, my thoughts. My hope is, ladies and gentlemen, my hope is that with this, they might do something. I don't think they can do it for next year's WrestleMania. I don't think they can do it for 2 nights for WrestleMania for next year, the one I hopefully will be going to. I hope to go to it. My plan, I have a plan. Look, I have a plan, Arthur. I have a plan. I've been looking at Red Dead Redemption walkthroughs. Oh, gosh. I need to get that game. Eventually. I will. But, yeah, I have a plan to go there. And hopefully more successful than, Dutch's and everything. Oh, gosh. But, yeah, I have a plan to go on a train all the way up to WrestleMania next year. Hopefully everything works out. My hope is that work out. And then I don't know if they could do a 2-day event. Is it possible to do a 2-day event? I don't know. I don't know if they can do that, because I think they only signed it for 1 night. Unless they're going to do it like, 1 night in the new arena and then go to Staples Center for the next night. I don't know. But maybe they're going to go back to 1 night, and, I'll say this. If they do WrestleMania, the average WrestleMania, which is going to be like 6 or 7 hours long, hey, you know what? At least it won't take 2 if I'm there, hopefully, it means it won't be a 2-day show. It'll just be a really long 1-day show, because they'll probably start maybe around, so it's going to start at 7, so it's going to be a start at 4 o'clock there. 4 o'clock in the sun, and the end in a nice midnight, probably 10, 11 o'clock. Something manageable. A little manageable. Then go to Monday Night Raw, have 3 hours there, and all that good stuff. Have a little bit of the bubbly, pre and after, and just go home. That's the plan. And that's hopefully all I need. That's all I need, ladies and gentlemen. All I need. Yes, that's all I need to do. Yeah, I will, that's the plan. But yeah, but there's been other situations, other events have been postponed and canceled, though, with the COVID-19 stuff. As I just a couple days ago, Ring of Honor has pretty much they have they said, on their I believe on their Twitter and such, and they still follow me. I have no idea why Ring of Honor Wrestling follows me. I don't know. I I like their stuff once, when I watch them, they're entertaining and such, but I'm like, why? I don't want you to stop following me, but dang, it's the oddest thing ever. I hope maybe did they listen to my podcast? If they did, leave a comment or something. Comment, something like that. Just it's odd. I don't know. In situations about that. But yeah, their Ring of Honor has started on let's see, March 17th on their Twitter. They announced on their website that they are going to be canceling all Ring of Honor live events through May 31st, 2020. They are going to be canceling every single live event for the next 8 weeks. So they're not doing any shows. I think they're not doing let's see. I don't know, where is the big shows the next couple of their stuff for for everything else, because there's been so many, all these other this whole thing has been, Supercard of Honor. That's not going to happen. Ring of Honor Quest of the Worlds, the War of the Worlds tour. That's not going to happen, and Quest of the Gold, that stuff ain't going to happen, and that sucks. And that's because, again, Ring of Honor seemed to be getting momentum back since a troubled 2019. And my hope is that in the next couple months is that when things get back to normal, Ring of Honor comes in, and not only that, the NWA is NWA Wrestling. That is the 2 days they have suspended the Crockett Cup, and 2 days ago they put a video on a YouTube channel. They have suspended the Crockett Cup and NWA Power events, which is really sad because I really enjoyed NWA Power. I mean, there were reasons why I think 2019 was really good, regardless of the whole Cornette issue, which really came out. But yet they've recovered from that. I honestly say that the NWA Power, AEW, and and I would say Impact, and such. I haven't watched MLW. I need to watch that. People say it's good. And I would say even NXT has really galvanized the wrestling world the past year. 2019 wasn't about the main stuff on Raw and SmackDown. I mean, people were being angry and negative about that. But in 2019, you had NXT still doing really good stuff. People like them. You had the NWA Power starting up, and people really started to grow around them. Those online and the studios and everything else. And it's been going around. The NWA has been doing really well, but Nick Aldis is champion for the most part for, over 500 days and counting. And he really rebounded after TNA. But, that's another thing for another time. I need to get a video. Gosh, now that would be a fun video. The top 8 wrestlers who left Impact Wrestling / TNA and done well for themselves. That'd be a great hackneyed list. But yeah, they're doing well. Then you had AEW. It had some issues, the women's division and everything else, but it's slowly getting better. AEW Dark. What I watch, it's fun and exciting. That's why TNT gave them another show. I can't wait to see that situation. That's gonna be fun. And MLW, Impact, all the stuff in 2019, and then Ring of Honor as well. Even with all the situations and all the troubles they had, it's because they've seen to get an audience. I mean, PCO became champion. Not only that, but also Rush, You see a lot of new faces, new people showing up. Hey, Brian Zane got his big break in Ring of Honor, so props to him. It just seems there's a lot of good stuff in wrestling in 2019. It looked like it was going to be doing some big things in 2020. This whole COVID-19 thing this is a break though. But as I just saw this night of AEW's show, it looks like they're really AEW, NXT, WE, and everything else. They seem to say, okay, we're going to still try to do this and try to entertain people, which is very laudable and everything else. So, I'm hopeful, and I'm hopeful that this continues to grow, and this whole positivity, all the stuff builds up to something really special and such. I hope that AEW continues to have that winning streak and such. Here's hoping that NWA gets back on its feet. Ring of Honor gets back on its feet. I hope MLW will hopefully get back on its feet. Heck, I want WE to get back on their feet. I know a lot of people don't like them, and they do a lot of stupid stuff. And I said this on this podcast. I said it in videos. I've said it in old videos, new videos, and heck, in the future videos. I'll go and bitch on WE and probably NWO and all that stuff. But I want them to succeed because I love the wrestling business. I love it. And, I hope when this whole situation gets settled, we get back into the big arenas. Maybe maybe they'll probably do. I will not be surprised if AEW and NWA and all this stuff will, WE will take notes from them and say maybe we'll start Raws and Monday Night Raws and SmackDowns will be more intimate settings. We're not going to be the big arenas, but we might be doing some smaller stuff. Bringing back maybe a Monday Night Raw from the early 90s, back small, grungy type of stuff. And maybe do a little bit more interesting things down the line. Who knows? But hey, I think hopefully we will be fine and continue to just be, just hopefully we will, because we will be fine. I think if we continue to do social distancing and continue to do anything and practicing good hygiene, wash, use soap and water. Don't go overboard on the hand sanitizer, which is not going to do anything. It's only for a little bit. Like, hey, for example, just do a little bit, for a little dab of hand sanitizer and such. Don't be that dude who tried to hoard it out and try to come sell it back to people, which is stupid. But just sit back, relax, get some nice soap and water. Don't go crazy on the toilet paper. And just be safe, be healthy, and we'll get through all of this together. All right? We cool? I know we will be. And that's going to be for this part of the Dukect Lounge podcast. Oh, we're going to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we're going to be talking a little bit about a rumor. A bit of a rumor. A little bit of the rumors. And the rumor is Apple going to buy Disney? Is that going to happen? Or is it something is it something way out of blown? I will talk about this, and I will hope you get your comments in soon. We'll be right back right after this here, live on the Dukect Lounge. We'll be right back right after this. Thank you so much for joining me here on TalkShoe.com. It is, again, humbled that you'll listen to old Duke here on this Wednesday evening. It's Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night, people. It's Wednesday night. Tonight's the night. I'm just see if I can just find the right song. Well, I can't find it, but I'll find another song for you guys and gals and everything else. So let's sit back and listen to let's listen to some Cowabunga Technodrome Let's Kick Sail from the OC remix, the Turtles in, let me just see, Shell Shocked from OC remix. You guys, and if you listen, just go download stuff from OC remix. It's great, and you will not regret it. Anyway, we'll be right back right after this here on TalkShoe.com.